We'll give Coach Beard and his staff credit. I thought he had his guys much more ready to play than I did, and some of the plays we gave up, forget the last 2 minutes, it's the things we did throughout the game, not sticking to our scouting report, transition defense, going at it half speed, offensive rebounding on their half. I mean, they had 46 points in the second half, and we just weren't making plays. And but again, I don't want to take anything away from them. I told our team I thought they wanted the game more, which is always disappointing. And we didn't have the focus that we had. We came out and they took a shot, missed it, had a chance to get the offensive rebound and go down and maybe win the game. I mean, the defensive rebound to go win the game. We didn't. Executed what we wanted to do there at the end, just didn't come up with a shot at the end.
Yeah, you mentioned some of the rebounding, some of the defensive breakdowns. How disappointing was it to lose the game the way y'all did? It's kind of uncharacteristic.
Well, that's it. I mean, we didn't deserve to win this basketball game. When you make those kind of mental mistakes, you don't deserve to play against a team as well coached and played as hard as they played, and they made shots on us. But again, you let a team get comfortable and you're not as aggressive. You're not playing smart. Offensive rebounding can just take the wind out of your sail, and they did a great job getting there. And I think 46 points in the paint. I mean, I don't know what else I can say. Just disappointed. Most of the time in games like this, certainly from where I'm sitting right now, I think you get what you deserved, and we deserved to lose because we didn't make enough plays to win the game. And I think you got to give them all the credit because even when we had a chance to maybe stretch it out a little bit, some turnovers, just throwing the ball out of bounds, not getting the ball in bounds, all those type things. That's being intense. That's being focused. That's being doing your job because they played hard. His teams play hard. But again, I just don't want to take anything away from them because they did what they had to do to win the game, and we didn't.
How frustrating is it to let up the foul and still give up a shot?
You what?
How frustrating is it to take a foul and still give up a shot? I know they had a lot of and ones tonight.
It's ridiculous. I mean, it is. We talk about having confrontation. We played like we were. That's soft. Honestly, that's being soft. That you're not really trying to go in and make plays on the ball and guys sliding out of the way. There's got to be a confrontation there, and we've been a pretty good rim protecting team this year, but we weren't tonight. And you can't give up. I mean, I don't know how many and ones, and we fouled on a 3-point shooter again, give up a 4-point play there. We foul 75 feet from the basket, things like that. That's a recipe for losing, and that's what we did.
Rick, what did you see from Brakefield specifically in the second half? He had 19 points all in the second half. Did he find some kind of a matchup against you guys that he was able to exploit? Or what?
I love him. I love the way he plays. I love his game. He's patient, and everything he did with his shot fakes driving. Think about it. We wanted him to shoot threes. So if you want a guy to shoot a three, why would you ever take a shot fake? And we kept leaving our feet, and he doesn't need much room. He's a really good angle player, got great hands, and again, he's a terrific player, and he had his way with us. I mean, anybody, we tried different guys on him, but whatever he wanted to do, and you let a player like that start feeling good, that rim opens up for him bigger, but he really fought hard to get space where he wanted it, which really good players do, and that's what he did.
How did you assess Felix defensively?
I didn't think Felix had one of his better games. He, again, is a guy that normally really protects the rim in there for us, but they went at him. They did, and they did. Give them credit. They had their way with him.
Same notes, just 6 minutes for Cade the last two games. Is that just been matchup based, or
what's that?
Just 6 minutes for Cade the last two games?
Again, we didn't think he was locked in. He comes in, he fouls a 3-point shooter, he fouls 75 feet from the basket. But again, we had some times where we mishandled the ball too. That I'm sitting here, mind's racing through all this. But we just didn't feel like he was locked in.
Coach, you talked about 3 points in the paint. What about y'all struggles to get there? I mean, 20 is a low number.
Well, we put it in there, we wanted to get it in there more, obviously. I mean, they're a good defensive team, and believe me, it wasn't their offense. I got no problem with their offense. I got no problem with their offense. It was because they're a good defensive team. My problem is the way they got to 78 points, and, it's just they deserve to win. I'm telling you, the way we gave up 78 points, believe me, we deserve to lose this game.
Anything else? Last one right here.
Rick, I know you're not thinking about Ole Miss right now in terms of their potential in March, but they're obviously going to the tournament first time in a while. What do you think of that team, and how far could they go?
I think anybody in our team gets in the tournament's got a chance to do, I mean, anybody in this league, because we saw early in the year Oklahoma go win the Bahamas. You saw what we did historically non-league, and you got a team like, think about Oklahoma went through that field down there, won it. Georgia early in the year beat St. John's, who's had a fabulous year. South Carolina beat Clemson early in the year. So I would say anybody in the tournament, I think this about anybody, you get in the tournament based on bracketing, based on matchups, they could do as much damage as anybody in our league. And I'd say that about any team of ours that gets into the tournament.